Restaurant Unstoppable. Inspire, empower, and transform the industry.
What were we talking about? QSR. So QSR, like I said, at that time, that was an invaluable resource for us, right? So we were just bringing on a lot of technology platforms. Since then, we've really pared these things down to I think Microsoft Teams. I think we're as a company on Teams right now, and we've taken a lot of that stuff that QSR taught us, and we still have those lessons. We still have that stuff. We're just not using that platform anymore.
Okay.
Because we got to a point where we learned a lot from that, but it was no longer all that necessary.
Yeah.
For us.
So what are you? So you said you're using Microsoft Teams right now. What else are you using? What are you using Microsoft Teams for? Like communication? Like what's the tool?
Yeah. So that's communication. That is shop audits. That is chats. That is for the most part that. And we're still on Facebook, which is a little bit antiquated, but the majority of our teams still have Facebook. So I would say a lot of our restaurants are still on Facebook groups, and that's how they communicate. Interlocation.
I think that the tool you were looking at in 2018 that you mentioned was PlayerLink. Is PlayerLink? What was that doing?
We used PlayerLink briefly.
That was for training. You wanted it for?
Yeah, I believe that was for training.
So is Microsoft's Team? Is that the also solution for PlayerLink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it encapsulated a ton of stuff.
Okay.
And over the years we were like, all right, let's add this, let's add this, let's add this, let's add this. And then when you look at stuff, we're like, all right, we're paying $150 a month for this, times 8, for the locations. We're paying this, and this. And that at some point, we just had to be like, we're spending a ton of money to save ourselves from just doing a little bit of hard work.
Yeah.
And these systems, like if you need help creating systems and processes, these platforms are invaluable. So, those, I don't even know if PlayerLink's still around anymore, but QSR, PlayerLink, I think I have one other on there that we used to use. They're incredibly invaluable to help you create systems.
Yeah.
And if you stick with them and they're worthwhile for you, then hell yeah, that's great. Yeah. We just got to a point where we're like, all right, we've learned enough off of these. It's time for us to move on.
So what's your major suite of tools look like today after shedding a bunch of stuff?
It's way more nimble and small than it used to be.
What is it?
It's pretty much Microsoft Teams. I mean, we operate almost wholly off of Teams, Facebook, and then stuff that we've created in-house. So, we have Google lists, or what are they called? Like Google questionnaires or lists or something like that. That we have. We've traded all this, per month technology for free technology.
Yeah.
Teams took over video chat for us, so that was like Zoom. It absorbed Zoom, and then the chats are, really powerful just to keep everybody on the same page. We have our meetings. Our during COVID, that was we didn't have in-person meetings, so we did team meetings that were on that platform, and we have files that are traded on that. We have approvals that are needed. We have our entire creative team. Their planner is in that whole thing. So I mean, it's a bit at the executive level, at the shop level. They do all their closing and opening lists on that, and